Hi friends, Dietitian Teresa here, and I'm coming at you with a very realistic, extremely realistic lunch. High protein lunch, perhaps, and just a really quick and easy idea for you. And to show you how real I'm being, we're using canned green beans today and just leftover potatoes that I batch prepped, but I'm gonna talk you through it here on how I make my plate for lunch. I'm whipping this up in like 5 minutes or less and then heat it up and it's ready to go. Is it glamorous? Absolutely not. Is it doable? Yes. And it's realistic. So this is really as far as you need to go. And I do talk about macros with clients, and I've used macros myself, and it really helps me fuel my body for the phase of life that I'm in. If it's performance phase, if it's a fat loss phase, or muscle building phase, or just even like when I go into maintenance phase, I let go of tracking, and tracking's not always in the picture, and I just follow my intuition. So I'm gonna walk you through too on how I'm like the thought process behind this, on how I'm building my plate. So let's go. All right, so being very realistic again, I prepped up a bunch of roasted potatoes because I have those on hand. That's my carb source for this meal. So what I did was I sat the plate down, I teared it out before I put the potatoes on, and then for me, I need about 150 grams right now for my energy needs today of potatoes, which if you track that in the app like Chronometer, you can see 150 grams of potatoes is equal to this many grams of carbs. Essentially, this is what I'm doing. I keep the skin on because that's where you're getting the fiber and minerals. And tracking like potatoes, rice in grams can really help, or in cups. So like if these were diced potatoes, I could just like take a cup measurement and like put that on my plate too. That's how I would measure those out. And then I'm gonna click the unit to go to ounces so that I can put my chicken on the plate. And this is like already prepped chicken, and make it easy. In the beginning, if you're like tracking macros, keep it simple in the beginning and get fancy later, because that's gonna be a really great learning tool for you to be like, okay, I'm trying to learn nutrition education here with these macros and understand this is what 4 ounces of chicken looks like. This is what 150 grams of potatoes look like. And this is where it's gonna get me those protein, carbs, and fats from this amount of food on my plate. So as you can see here, I got about 4.3 ounces, and that's about the serving size. And then canned green beans, y'all. We're doing it today for some fiber, and I love some canned green beans. Grew up with these, and I'm just gonna put on like a massive heaping cup serving size, because like veggies, really, you're getting at fiber, mostly micronutrients and water in those. So I'm not too picky, like if you're tracking macros, to be like meticulously track. Just be like, oh, that looks like about a cup of green beans, or a cup of non-starchy vegetable like broccoli, zucchini, those types of things that don't necessarily have high calories. It's just there for the fiber and the nutrient aspect. But yeah, this is a classic one. I'm going to put this in the microwave, and then I'm going to top it off with avocado for some healthy fats. Then I'm going to go pop it in the micro for a little bit. So while that's in the microwave, I'm going to get my avocado sliced up here. I'm going to take that, about like a third of a large avocado. And I usually leave the pit in, and then you can actually store avocado like upside down in a bowl of water, and it will help preserve so it doesn't get too brown on the outside. Did not do that with this one, but so it is a little brown, but that's okay because we're making do right now. And then I just kind of slice that up, and I'm gonna put that on top of my chicken bowl for a fat source. And that's about what it's gonna be. And then you type in, if you're tracking this in your app, type in to Chronometer avocado, and then put in, oh, this was a large avocado. I put in like a third of a large avocado. So 0.33 of a large avocado. Make sure the serving size says large avocado. You can also weigh this out in grams. So like fat sources, you can weigh out in grams on the scale. So like when I get the plate out, I could also put it on top of there, and then you have the amount of grams of avocado that's on there. Different ways of tracking it. It should yield pretty similar to the same. So food is done, ready, heated up. I'm gonna go grab it, and we'll add the avocado. Look at this super realistic lunch idea. I love it. Okay, and then all I'm gonna do is scoop out the avocado that I chopped up.
Make sure it's a little brown piece. We'll get that out of there.
And bada bing, bada boom. Reality here. Green beans, the chicken, potatoes. And let's say you need more carbs. You just add more potatoes. And that's really kind of how you can make your macro tracking journey very simple. Keep it simple, get fancy later. Perfect explanation here. So hope that helped you kind of like understand too how to plate your food. When you're in a fat loss journey, you want to make sure that you're volumizing it with fiber, and you still can have the carbs on your plate. It's probably not taking up your whole plate. And then make sure to have at least like 4 to 5 ounces of a cooked protein on your plate for adequate protein and fats to help absorb nutrients and for your hormonal health as well. So yeah, that's my lunch meal, quick and easy. And you can meal prep it too, which is awesome. I know this was a really short video, but sometimes it's nice just to kind of do and talk and teach along the way of like, oh, I build these meals every day, so why not just explain it to you on how I do it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Stay strong, stay nourished, and I'll see you in the next one.